Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all those good things. Much appreciated. Now, I do need to give you a fair warning before jumping into this one, because this game is first and foremost scary, but it's also gory, and it is also great. We're talking about Dead Space, the original Dead Space. Now, there is a remake of the original that is coming out later this year, hopefully, fingers crossed, and I'm definitely excited for that. But I want to talk about the original one because this game came out 2008 and it was a brand new IP. Nobody knew what to think, but it is a great adventure. It is a scary adventure. I invite you to try to play it with headphones, but also I understand if you don't, because it is creepy from the sounds to the different enemies you encounter and just the overall ambiance. They did a great job. And honestly, I think sci-fi horror, when done right, is one of the best mixtures of genres that you can do. There's just something about being isolated in space, which you definitely feel isolated in this game. So they do a fantastic job of letting you not only hear it, but you feel it. You feel it all the way in your bones as you're walking around dark and dangerous parts of the space station. You play Isaac Clarke, who is an engineer, so not your typical military or law enforcement player where you're ready for battle. He is here to repair a space station that is used to mine different minerals from asteroids, and everything goes wrong, as they tend to do in these type of games. So you assume the role of Mr. Clarke, and instead of using an array of militaristic weapons, you start off with a plasma cutter, which is a tool used to cut things, and you're going to have to use that tool like a weapon, right? So the cool thing on this game is most of the time when you're fighting enemies, and usually in these horror games, it's all about the headshots. Go for the head, aim for the head. Well, in this game, headshots aren't what you need to do. You need to cut off limbs. The more limbs you cut off, the more damage you do to the enemy. So you always want to focus on what can you detach from them versus trying to aim for what looks like a head. I'll be honest, some of these creatures, I don't even know if they have heads. It's just all kind of fangs and claws and talons and whatnot, and they're coming from every which direction, and appendages, and so you got to get rid of them. You got to cut them off. Cut the tails off, cut the arms off, the legs off. You can shoot them in the face if you want to, but that usually just kind of makes them mad more so than actually do damage to you. But then in addition to the plasma cutter, you do have a different array of weapons. You have things that are like, more common, like a flamethrower or their version of an assault rifle. But then you have like the spike thrower, which is like used to put in, like rail spikes and things like that, but you use it as a weapon. So I really thought that was really cool how they did like non-traditional weapons for this game. You also get various powers, the most notable one being stasis, where it essentially slows them down almost to a freeze. And you use that not only on enemies, but you can also use it, you'll have to use it on the environment in order to get past certain areas. So it gives you a chance to do some outside of the box thinking. So there are puzzles in the game, not enough to make it to where it breaks the pace of the game. Like, this game has really good pacing from start to finish. You always feel like you are on to the next objective. There's also a map system, so you can actually, it'll tell you where you need to go. So it's kind of hard to get lost, but this is a whole space station. You're pretty much alone for the most part. There are different people you come across in the game, but essentially it's you against the world. It's supposed to be a regular shift. Next thing you know, you're fighting all kind of creatures in space. The game isn't like the longest of games. It's probably about 10 hours, maybe longer if you try to do everything, but you don't have to. You can upgrade stuff like your suit. You can upgrade the weapons, which is really cool. You can upgrade even your powers. And that allows you, to be able to use them more frequently, or carry more ammo, or take more damage, because you will need to, deal with a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of times where you get stuck in an area and they try to basically fill up the room with enemies. So good luck with that. And, you can defend yourself. Sometimes it's better to run and reassess, and, doesn't make you a coward just because you ran out the room. All right. I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just saying, there's a bunch of stuff coming in. there's no reason for me to stick around and see what happens. I pretty much know what they want. Let's just go, keep doing the objective. But if you have played this game, please let me know what your thoughts are on it. Are you excited for the remake? I know I am. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we get it this year, if not early next year. If you are looking to play this game for the first time, there's a few different ways you can do it. It's on Game Pass as part of the EA Play, or if you just have EA Play, you can get it on Steam. You can get it for the Xbox 360 if you still, have one of those, or you can use that to play them on your Xbox One if you want to, or Series X if you fancy like that. But I played it when it first came out on the 360. Really enjoyed it. Enjoyed jumping back into it to do this video, so I really hope you all enjoy it. Appreciate you taking out time to check it out. And be safe, have fun. Peace.